making clothes from clouds. After the autumn rain, an elderly grandmother in her hundreds arrived at the village entrance. The old lady was full of life, with sharp hearing and clear vision, and she immediately captured the interest of the children. As it happened, little Hui and Yongsheng, who were playing in the village, approached the old lady. They found her sitting under the old banyan tree at the village entrance, next to a black cloth bag, gazing at the rainbow in the sky. "What a beautiful rainbow!" little Hui exclaimed. Yongsheng tilted his little head, watching and saying, "It's so beautiful." The rainbow in the sky suddenly disappeared, but the old lady was still gazing upwards. "Are you still looking at the rainbow, Grandma?" little Hui asked. "No, I'm checking if my piece of rain-soaked cloud is dry yet." "What? You're trying to dry a piece of rain-soaked cloud?" Little Hui couldn't believe his ears. How could you dry a cloud? Was Grandma unwell and having a fever, making her say such stranger things? "Why, don't you believe me? I just dried the clouds up in the sky." "We don't believe it. We don't believe it either." Little Hui and Yongsheng shook their heads like a pair of tambourines. "All right, I'll show you," the old lady said. She opened her black cloth bag, took out an embroidery needle and a spool of thread and quickly threaded the needle. The old lady mumbled something under her breath and forcefully tossed the embroidery needle into the sky. In an instant, the needle pierced through the clouds. "Reel in," the old lady said, pulling down a pure white cloud like she was pulling a white kite. When the cloud touched the ground, little Hui and Yongsheng ran over and touched it with their hands. It felt very soft, comfortable, and had great elasticity. They couldn't help but imagine what a huge child's bouncing bed they could make out of these clouds. But before they could jump on it, the old lady stopped them. "No, no, these clouds are meant to be made into clothes. We mustn't get them dirty." "Clothes?" Little Hui and Yongsheng were bewildered. Could clouds be made into clothes? "Yes," the old lady replied. She then brought the cloud to a clean patch of grass, took out a magic wooden board from her bag, and used it to flatten the cloud, transforming it from a steamed bun into a thin tofu slice. The old lady then skillfully sewed these thin clouds into cotton vests. In no time, she had made 2 cotton vests. The old lady smiled and said to little Hui and Yongsheng, "See, do you believe me now?" Little Hui and Yongsheng felt the cotton vests with their hands. "It's still warm. This is incredible. Would it be suitable if you try them on?" Little Hui and Yongsheng took the cotton vests from the old lady and tried them on. The vests fit perfectly and were warm. "Oh, we won't be cold this winter." Little Hui happily clapped his hands. "Grandma, could you make a few more clouds?" Yongsheng seemed to have thought of something. "Jixiang in our village doesn't have warm clothes for the winter. And he has a runny nose in the winter," little Hui added. Sure. Grandma will make more clouds and make him a cotton jacket and pants." "Oh, that's so great. Jixiang will have clothes to wear too." Little Hui and Yongsheng rushed off. Soon, they brought Jixiang over, and the old lady had already finished making the cotton jacket and pants. Jixiang put on the clothes, examined himself from left to right, looked at the old lady, and his eyes were a bit moist. "These are for you from Grandma," she said. After these words, the old lady packed her bag and prepared to leave. "Where are you going, Grandma?" "As the weather gets colder, I need to make clothes for children who don't have any." The old lady left the village, her face beaming with a smile.